But we start with a team that looks like they might be the favorites for the NBA title right now, and that is your Philadelphia 76ers, who are now undefeated, 5-0, since James Harden started playing after last night's 121-106 win over the Bulls. Here's James Harden.
I'm not nervous. It's basketball. I put the work in to go out there and just play my game and live with the results. And honestly, like, every game is a big game for us. We're fairly new. We got championship aspirations, and so every game is a learning process for us, no matter who we're playing. Brooklyn is going to be a tough challenge, but that's no different than, tonight's Chicago Bulls team.
You've got not only those two who've been and by the way, of course, James Harden's additive. Look what he did to Brooklyn last year. He just rolled out of bed in 30-point triple-double. And last night, I don't think he had 20, but he had a gang of assists. Embiid went off. Guys, Tyrese Maxey's drawing extra defensive attention and kicking it. Got a crazy first step. Danny Green is playing defense like defenders. Zach LaVine's going to get you sometimes, but that's a nice 3-and-D wing. The Sixers are real.
They are, and I learned my lesson because I bet for Duke to cover this weekend. They did not cover, so I went to go against the grain against my own team. 76ers covered last night, and Yates, I took the under. Yes. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Yes. Oh, no. Good win for me last night. But I do want to
Hope
say.
you didn't bet 1,500.
Oh, yeah, I bet
we'll get to
everything
that
Calvin
bit.
really bet.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit.
But I have to tell you, even though the Bulls didn't have Vucevic last night, Lonzo Ball, Patrick Williams, he's been out from all the year pretty much, Alex Caruso, a lot of missing parts for the Bulls. We can get into the Bulls conversation a little bit later. But it feels right when you watch the 76ers play. Just the way Joel Embiid reads every PNR, pick-and-roll situation for James Harden, how James Harden makes the easy reads, how Tyrese Maxey, you made mention of that, his name, how he pushes the ball down the floor. Tobias Harris has not even been activated yet. But still, this team, everything that Matisse Thybulle, George Niang, all the pieces seem to fit. Now, we'll see when it gets into playoff time. But like I said before, when you got Joel Embiid and James Harden on the same team, it has a chance to be the best pick and roll the game has ever seen. And I'm including John Stockton and Karl Malone.
They didn't shoot the three like these guys. Malone certainly didn't.
I mean, they got two of the best players in the NBA this year, and anytime you got two players like this on your team, you should dominate pretty much every single opponent night in and night out. They're 5-0 with James Harden. He missed the one game. They certainly would be 6-0 with him. You look at what he brought to the table. Not only is he bringing quiet leadership, you could tell that the 76ers have a different pop to their game now. They're not walking around feeling like Embiid is the only guy, and I thought that that's the way it was from the start of the season up until the point that they acquired James Harden. Embiid, night in and night out on a consistent basis, is dominating, and I joked about the highlights that I saw in the pre-show that we were showing about how physical he is in the rim, at the rim. I mean, he just continually showing us that opposing threat that he has, and then he backs out at the three, he pulls the three, then James Harden is being James Harden. I mean, like you said, Max, he rolls out of bed and just gives you a triple-double, and what can you say about that other than they're going to be there in the end?
Key, this is not speculation. This is fact. This is the easiest the game has looked for Joel Embiid his entire career. It's the easiest. Look at the highlights. All he is doing is making reads. It's like, this is kind of like similar to watching Joel Embiid when he was at Kansas, right? Like, he was a man among kids, but now he is a guard that attracts so much attention. He made mention of it after the first game. Coming off a ball screen, how does the big not go out and respect James Harden's ability?
Right there.
So he just draws so much attention, and you got the weak side with guys like Danny Green, guys like Tyrese Maxey that can catch, rip, drive to the basket. So you have to stay true and honest to the weak side. It just opens up the entire middle of the court. All of our highlights are Joel Embiid getting dunks at the rim.
Yeah, when you got that wide load on the baseline right there, backed up on the block, and he could just take one step and turn around at the rim and forcefully just dunk on your head. That sends a message, man. That's just it's crazy. And look at that. See, that it just look different. That's all I'm telling you. It just look different.
As Jay was saying, his game is based on like Kobe, and like he has like moves like a guard. But if you look at the way this team is constructed, Daryl Morey, who somehow managed to turn Ben Simmons into James Harden, not C.J. McCollum, who's a nice player, but James Harden, without giving up Tyrese Maxey, who, by the way, Maxey is almost a 90% free throw shooter. He's the high 80s. He shoots 42% from three. He's a very efficient offensive player, not just an explosive guy who can blow by you. Danny Green is an efficient offensive player. James Harden, Joel Embiid, they make the most of their possessions. I'm sure he didn't want to give up Seth Curry, right? But he was also a very efficient offensive player. That's what you get with Daryl Morey as GM. You're going to have highly efficient pieces that fit well together. He held on to Thibault and Maxey and turned Simmons into Harden. Abracadabra. This team at this moment, to me, looks like the favorites in the East.
Agreed.
At this moment, let's see what the Nets look like when they integrate their pieces.
Well, Victor Oladipo came back last night for the Miami Heat as well. They're a great defensive team, and Milwaukee. So,
thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.